No. Swerve's an idiot. Why? Well, we know why. He's black. He can't be that bright.
The words and opinions of Jimmy Macram do not necessarily reflect those of True Heel Heat, its viewers, or affiliates.
Write the episode. That's your job. You're the fucking visionary, you cunt. Right. It should be everybody's fucking opinion. It should be. And all these psychopaths on Twitter I saw last night, that's why I was most upset. I couldn't sleep once that shit went off. I actually watched it for a half hour after it went off. I couldn't fucking sleep. So I decided to go on Twitter. And all these bums on there defending this fucking nonsense. We'll get to the Warlow stuff. We'll get to the Hangman stuff. Defending this nonsense like it makes any kind of sense. I want to apologize. I called Sean Rice Sapp an idiot, I think, a couple weeks ago. I called him an idiot a couple weeks ago. Not now. Say to me why. I need to know why. Tell me. Drop the bomb. If you believe in Nazism, are you not a racist? Did I be called? Did I be I'm simply telling the truth. Oh.
My head hurts. Hey, I'm not even in control of the disclaimer at this point. I think Romeo was like, I see what today's gonna bring, and he decided to get into the backstage.
You know what? You WWE fans who dealt with the pre-AEW life, you're like a fucking abused girlfriend who used to get her ass beat on a daily basis, and now her new boyfriend just emotionally abuses her. And like, he's so great. He isn't. That was just a super cunt. And this is a cunt.
He's evolved.
Good.
Yes.
He evolved into Jake Paul. Look at him.
The words and opinions of Jimmy Macram do not necessarily reflect those of True Heel Heat, its viewers, or affiliates.
This is gonna upgrade? This is gonna upgrade?
Let me be quiet. Be nice the rest of the show. Don't give me a point for this. But only thing I wrote down about this segment, by the way, you can't see it right here. It says, "Why does Trent have a mic?" Did his teeth shave down? I'm sorry. I apologize. Don't please. I apologize. That one's on me. I fucking.
You couldn't even go 2 minutes after saying you're gonna behave. Now you have tied your record of 13 already.
Yeah, I can't unsee it. I can't unsee it either.
He looks like Michael Rappaport.
Welcome to Wardlow's world. I do like that. I do. No, that is a good introduction for him. I'm sorry. I know.
Yeah,
I know
for cunt. Is he a heel now?
The words and opinions of Jimmy Macram do not necessarily reflect those of True Heel Heat, its viewers, or affiliates.
I don't know if he had that ready or if he had to make that on the fly.
He had to make that on the fly. So Wardlow confirms that he asked to not be in the Battle Royal tonight because CM Punk is the champion. So if Wardlow isn't making him tap or pin, he doesn't want the title yet.
What are you, fucking stupid?
I mean, you don't
What
want
the
to
fuck are you talking about?
Sir, professional wrestling is scripted. Therefore, if you don't have to fuck something up, you probably shouldn't fuck it up.
Hey, champ, that's really interesting. Next time, keep it to yourself.
We're going to be in a ladder match between the GOATs of the ladder match and the guys that have been having the best ladder matches in the past decade.
We?
That's what was your...
We.
I gotta sit down. I feel like I can't stand. Is that okay, Tony? Did I sit?
Is that okay, Tony?
Put the two together. I'm just like, shit. Jeff Hardy up. So I'm thinking that's the thing.
With a great explanation here. Oh God, we got another clip coming.
Sit wait the fuck up. Sleepy time's over, little motherfucker. Let's go.
He's having a blast.
But want to thank Ness for being our guest on the show. No, I want to thank Ness for being on the show.
Don't you want to hear what the chat gave it?
You
What
could,
the
you
chat,
could just, you could. No, let's hear what the chat gave it.
No, now you're not gonna hear it. Look it up. In the chat.
I hate when he does this.
Osprey looks like such a cunt. He's still on, my bad.
The views and opinions of Jimmy Macram do not necessarily reflect.
Swerve's an idiot. Why? Well, we know why. He's black.
The words and opinions.
Hey everybody, it's Tony Schiavone of All Elite Wrestling, and this is True Hill Heat, and I said it right, you motherfuckers.
Hello. It is me, your True Hill Phenom SP3. We are live on the True Hill Heat YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter for another edition, episode 47 of AEWramble. Finally reviewing the June 15th, 2022 edition of AEW Dynamite with their Road Ranger special. I am here with the man of 44,000 subscribers. You go to him for your TV and movie reviews, as well as your most honest and most unfiltered criticisms of Tony Khan. He is the one, the only Jimmy Macram.
Hello, ladies and gents. I'm distracted. I gotta shave my beard. That's a fucking mess. Oh, it's all haggard.
How did you like the intro to the show?
That was a lot. I might have went overboard last week. I apologize.
Oh man, it's always a good time when we get one of those recaps. We had to do it a little differently because we had so many highlights from last week that we couldn't upload it on the back end. So thanks to our producer Romeo for making that happen to give the people a recap of what went down last week on AEWramble. But Jimmy, do you plan on topping what you did last week?
No, that's impossible. No. And that was a really good show last night. So I have very few complaints.
There we go. So we got positive news to start off this episode for depending on where you come to this show for. But of course, we appreciate everyone who's joining us live on at 1:05 p.m. Eastern Time every single Thursday. Remember to show your appreciation back by dropping the thumbs up on this video. Share this video with all your wrestling fans, friends, and family on all your favorite social media platforms. If you are new to the True Hill Heat YouTube channel, smash that subscribe button, hit the bell to stay notified for all the great content here. We got plenty of content coming up over the next couple of days. Is Impact and a Slammiversary weekend celebrating 20 years of Impact Wrestling. Right now, after you see this show, you could check out my exclusive interview with one of the pioneer Impact Wrestling, former TNA heavyweight champion, former 8-time X Division champion, a man that was in one of the first ever Ultimate X matches, the man that's been in the most Ultimate X matches, most wins as well. Chris Sabin for True Heels BTR. We talk about Slammiversary, talk about who he would like to verse come through the forbidden door of Impact Wrestling. So definitely go out of your way and check that out. And we'll have plenty of content tomorrow. The Impact Slammiversary preview, the Sunday, the watch along, and then on Monday, we'll have a roundtable review capping things off from Impact Slammiversary. But we are here to talk about AEW Dynamite. If you're watching us on Facebook or Twitter, drop a like, a heart, an angry emoji, a laughing emoji. However, AEW Dynamite Road Rager 2022 made you feel. Let us know with those emojis. If you're watching us and you want to say your opinion, say your thoughts on AEW Dynamite Road Rager special, let us know in the live chat. We'll try to highlight as many comments as possible, but the best way to support the channel and to have your comment highlighted on screen, send those super chat donations because it helps out all the contributors of True Hill Heat, helps the channel grow, and we always appreciate that. Kid Get Money saying, run them up, Jimmy, run them up. We also got A-Sam, what's up, SP3, Jimmy, and Ness. Well, Ness is not here with us. He was just a special guest last week. We appreciate Ness for joining us. CM, who couldn't join us live last week, so she had some comments in the comments section for AEWramble 46, and she has a comment here saying, my client Jimmy was erroneously given 10 disclaimers he didn't earn. We rebuke this in the name of Cody Devontae King.
First of all, Devontae's funnier than it should be.
Yes.
Our producer Romeo says bullshit. Apparently, she went in on Romeo, saying that Romeo was a little too quick on the trigger last week. We got Slam and Semi Joe who says, now that's how to open a show. Absolutely. We also got Buck who says, laugh my ass off. Gotta love these recaps. I'm at work, so I'll be back later to see how many disclaimers we get. And Nick Jackson, we got something in the works. Me and Romeo's been talking for a new adjusted intro to the show. We love our intro, but we need to make some adjustments, and you'll like the adjustments that we have planned for the intro, the main intro to the show, introducing the people that they usually see on AEWramble, which you were one of them with the disclaimers. We got Frantic World who says, what's up, SP3, Jimmy, and chat. We also got Will Chisholm who says, what's up, the goats of reviews? Jimmy is Ruby Soho back in the nigger hole.
Right? She had a nice little run and he put her right back in the toy box.
Too bad. It's too bad. But yes, keep those comments coming. I appreciate you all so much. We got DJ Eric, one of our Patreon backers, saying sup SP3 and Jimmy Macram. Appreciate you, good brother. But let's talk all about AEW Dynamite Road Rager from last night in St. Louis, Missouri. What did you think about the crowd last night for Dynamite?
They were great because they were given a great show. It's amazing how that works.
It's very interesting. Very interesting. It's like 1 + 1 is always 2. It's the goo. But they kicked off the show with a high-profile matchup. Chris Jericho going one-on-one with former Inner Circle member Ortiz in a hair versus hair contest. Ortiz comes out in his dead president's face paint, so you know he's ready for war, and it's a big match for him. We see the barber at ringside, and homie looks scared as fuck. Chris Jericho comes out with his luscious locks. We get some fighting as they brawl on the floor before going back into the ring. Jericho goes for an avalanche Frankensteiner, but Ortiz reverses into a powerbomb off the second rope. Ortiz follows with a Kokeshi diving headbutt for 2. Before the break, Jericho hits a nice little suplex off the apron to the floor. During the break, Jericho Appreciation Society jumps Ortiz on the floor while the referee is distracted with Eddie Kingston. Back from break, Ortiz gets fired up. He makes a little comeback. He cuts Jericho off on the top rope and hits the Tower of London for a 2 count. Jericho looks for the walls, but Ortiz reverses into a nice little cradle. He blocks the lion sword at one point. Ortiz misses a corkscrew body press off the second rope, and Jericho follows with the code breaker for another near fall. The fans are behind Ortiz with loud Ortiz chants. Ortiz goes for a Hurricane Rana, but Jericho reverses into the walls. However, Ortiz gets to the ropes. Jericho Appreciation Society tries to take Ortiz's hands off the rope, and this leads to Eddie Kingston attacking the crew. At this point, Santana and Wheeler Yuta come out to try to even the numbers a bit, with the referee distracted with the brawl on the outside. Kingston sneaks in the ring and hits the spinning back fist on Jericho for a great near fall for Ortiz. Jericho kicking out at the very last moment. Jake Hager tries to get involved, but Kingston stops him. At this point, we see Fuego del Sol. He comes out with Floyd the Bat, and he sneaks in the ring with the referee distracted to blast Ortiz in the head. Jericho pins Ortiz for the win. I thought that this was a very good, very entertaining opener to the show. Post-match, Fuego, consoles Jericho after, and it is finally revealed that it is not the real Fuego del Sol. It is none other than former Inner Circle member Sammy Guevara, and he has pretty much, it looked already like he had joined the Jericho Appreciation Society, and it's felt like a more of an official heel turn for Sammy Guevara instead of the one where the fans just started booing him. The Barber gets in the ring with the Clippers, but Ortiz snatches it away. Ortiz then looks like a badass as he grabs the scissors and starts cutting his own hair. He shaves his hair with the Clippers as well. Eddie says this isn't over, and tells Ortiz who he calls Monkey, of course, to let them know. And Ortiz shaves his head while saying blood and guts, blood and guts, blood and guts. Very, very great post-match here as well. What did you think about the match itself and the post-match with the haircut?
All right. This was a lot all at once. I'm not mad at it because the show started hot, which was great with an important match. To me, this was the most important Ortiz has felt probably since the parking lot brawl. Santana had that great moment where he hems Jericho up and starts yelling at him, looking at the camera. But Ortiz wasn't the star of that, quite frankly. I thought this all worked for me. Even the Sammy heel turn, which is a couple months too late. But whatever, fuck it. We'll take it now. It is what it is. We'll just call it long-term storytelling because fuck it. That's what all you idiots do. You pretend like it was planned from the beginning.
Planned from the very beginning.
Cokehead is.
Wait, what?
Tony Khan is. Oh, I don't know if he's a cokehead. I won't say that, but he definitely.
The words and opinions of Jimmy Macram do not necessarily reflect those of True Heel Heat, its viewers, or affiliates.
I tried to stumble my way out of it. I totally was hoping I could get away with that.
You tried. I'll give you credit. You tried.
I like the heel turn. I like Ortiz shaving his own head. It felt very badass to me. But I expect it'll be dropped as soon as possible because we can't focus on one thing at a time. And I look forward to Blood and Guts. Same as part of the Jericho Appreciation Society. Feels like a demotion for him, but one that's deserved because you had a chance and you failed. I'm sorry. Up next, Jungle Boy with his chance. We'll see how that works.
I wouldn't say it's a demotion because there really wasn't anything for him to do.
Why not?
Because the fans heard him heel.
There you go. There you go. Because he failed. That's how that works. Can you imagine after Austin 316, nothing happened? Oh, we got nothing for him to do. You would if he was good.
Hey, to be fair, I think a better comparison is maybe like Triple H if he had failed once he turned on DX.
Yes. Oh my God, he just went right back.
And they did that. They did that though. They had him team back up.
With good. That was different. That was like if Beyonce got back with Desi Charlotte now. Like this is different. I'm the guy now.
I'm clearly above everyone here. EBB, of course, has to chime in and say, I don't think Sammy failed at all. The booking failed him.
No.
Who booked him in an 8-month feud with ATT.
No, I don't want to hear the booking failed him. Who books the show, sir? I don't hear the booking failed him. Oh, that giant committee of bookers they have. Who failed him, sir? Type it out. Enough. You say for Tony Khan whenever you get the chance. You in fucking Frantic World. And now it's the booking failed him. Like this vague figure. No, who did it? Speak. There you go. There it is.
There's that man again. Mama, there go that man again. Speaking of Mama, there go that man again. Of course, the main event for Road Rager we talked about last week, as you saw with the clips earlier in the show. And I will say that that clip of Jeff Hardy as Big Pussy from Sopranos didn't age too well. But Yes. What is your thoughts before we get back into the show on Jeff Hardy's arrest that happened on Monday?
Jeff Hardy got arrested?
Yes, he was arrested for driving with a license that was suspended, revoked, and also for a DUI. I've seen the TMZ video, and it didn't paint the best picture. And then to follow that up, Fightful Select and Sean Rossap, your favorite, of course, he reports that there was some frustration because AEW was thinking about putting the tag team titles on the Hardys prior to Double or Nothing. But a lot of the talent had seen Jeff Hardy publicly intoxicated at like talent hotels on events ahead of that and didn't think it would be the right decision to put the titles on the Hardys. So before we get into the ladder match, I wanted to address this early on. So what's your thoughts on that, Jimmy?
Come on, man. Like, all right. I know this is a sensitive issue. People are very sensitive about it. I won't clear. It's not a sensitive issue. It's sensitive because it's Jeff Hardy and you all like Jeff Hardy. But if this was some bum, you would let me say whatever the fuck I want. But because it's Jeff, I gotta be nice. All right, fair enough. We've all known Jeff has had issues in the past. And these things are not easy to get over. However, anybody with any kind of common sense would know he's not a reliable person to have around. Certainly not to put a belt on. And you probably shouldn't sign a fucking 45-year-old with a fucking 55-year-old's body to a 3-year contract. I'm just an idea. I don't know. You tell me. Especially if they were in perfect shape, it's a bad idea, and he ain't. That aside, I think we're all being a little too lenient on Jeff because of the result. And the result is nothing happened. But if he killed somebody, we'd all be up in arms. Why does something bad have to happen in order for us to be up in arms? Having a problem is one thing. Having a problem getting behind the wheel of a car is another, especially as fucked up as he was. That video is horrific. And he's lucky he's white. Otherwise, he got his fucking brains blown out to fucking reach into the car after you've been told to put your hands up.
He touched the cop. Like, I was like, yo, like, if that was me or Jimmy, just touching the cop would have got us like pushed up against the car. At the very least, and I'm not even it would have got us an ass whooping for even touching the cop and suggesting to go back into the car.
It's so outrageous. I'm glad he's all right. I don't want to get shot fucking without cause. Yeah, but he's just lucky. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
He's lucky he got the pigmentation that he was born with. Yes,
I do have a question, by the way. Yes. Now that we have all these WWE signees, what is the hit rate on all these people? Like, is it 50-50? Is it less than 50-50? I was going through this in my head before the show. It's not a great percentage of guys who've worked out and guys who haven't. There's the Big Show, and there's Mark Henry, and there's Jeff, and there's Matt, and there's Ruby Soho, and there's remember somebody who didn't work? I'm gonna leave Andrade and Malachi back to the side for a second. I'm gonna put it to the side because medium ground. That's 5 that didn't work. And no, I don't care what happens after that. It didn't work. And it's Jericho and Moxley and
Punk.
No. People who were kicked out.
Oh, that were kicked out of the. Well, Moxley wasn't kicked out.
And Jericho
wasn't kicked out.
Christian.
As far as Christian, we can look at Christian totally different now. Yeah, after last night.
Christian would have been on this side before.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree.
Middle ground.
Yeah, now he's in that middle ground for sure.
Miro is the only one that's worked out.
Miro is. I think Miro is like the biggest success story out of people that were released from the company and then came back. I think we can't even really judge Keith Lee and Swerve Strickland because it's still early on with those guys. And they've been used.
Malachi Pack.
Well, he said Malachi is in that middle ground as well. Yeah. Pac, I would say, is a success because the reasons why they can't use him is on him. It's not on Tony.
Fair enough. So we have 5 wins.
And I don't know if you can count Malachi. I mean, if you could count Pac because he left on his own accord. He sat at home for a fucking year.
And I hear that Miro asked for his release. So we have 5 losses and no wins.
Well, it don't matter. It don't matter if you ask for a release. When you're in the group with the rest of releases, you're released. Like it don't matter if you in retroactively he didn't make it known like Pac. Pac is different because he let everybody know he was asking for his release, and he sat at home for a year. Retroactively, Miro was like, "Oh, I asked for my release though." No, that don't count. You were a release. You're a release, my nigga. I love you, Miro, but you're a release, my nigga. Don't give me that. Don't give me that.
Did you put Andrade in the L's?
I probably should, but I'm putting him to the side for now.
Yeah, I think he's more of middle ground. I could see if you lean towards failure, but he has been very much used. He just hasn't been used to what people want him to be used. Like, I think the people you're saying, like Big Show, that's just paying money for somebody to do commentary. Mark Henry, you're paying money for somebody to be a coach. Ruby Soho, you're paying money to put somebody in the nigger hole, and they're not a nigga.
Who else? Yeah, that's it. Like, this has mostly been a failure. So he's not a good general manager, and he's not a good booker. What else we got? What else is on the list? MJF was right. We need MJF was right shirts.
MJF is right, y'all. Oh boy! See, he did good. EBB, you were getting, it's like, get the disclaimers ready, but I don't think he said anything that was worthy of a disclaimer there. So that's good. Will Chisholm said, so did Tony Khan know that Jeff was drunk during a fan event? I'm not sure, and that hasn't been confirmed yet. That's just kind of speculation.
I just confirmed it. Confirmed. Of course he was. Of course he was. I'm sorry.
Ninja Mortis makes a good point. Ty and Serena, I would say they're on the good side.
Kind of will give him a win for Serena. I'm not giving you a win for Tay. Not yet, at least.
I'd give him one for Ty.
No, I'll tell you why.
He was in a warehouse for fucking 5 years.
That's not the goal. Isn't better than you were there. That's not the goal. The goal is to be good. And she's done nothing outside of Banks.
You're telling me Ty hasn't been good?
She banged Sammy and got her spot. That doesn't count. That's not Tony Khan doing that. She's been great when she's been given an opportunity, but how often is that? I'm asking question. How often is that? You tell me. I don't know.
She's been good every single time she's had an opportunity.
Absolutely.
All right, and since I see it in the comments, Roxy asking, we need Sasha Banks TK now that she's been released. What do you think about that? You've called her Goat Banks in the past. What do you think about Sasha Banks, or the report from Raj Gary of Wrestling Inc. that Sasha Banks has been released from WWE after a walkout last month?
I'll tell you exactly what I think. I think you and I buried the lead here. I know this is a wrestling show, but we should be talking about world events. And the world events is that they have proven the existence of God, because fucking Sasha Banks has been released. She has been freed. Praise the Lord. I am so happy about this. Before Go Baker, there was Go Banks. Now, I want to be completely clear about this. Unlike the rest of you who sit there and take abuse, I left. Once WWE got terrible, I bounced as fast as I possibly could, ran away like an abused wife or Johnny Depp. I got the fuck.
The words and opinions of Jimmy Macram do not necessarily reflect those of True Heel Heat, its viewers, or affiliates.
I'm done, because I was getting ready. Thank you, Romeo. I was getting ready. Oh, man.
I know a lot of you stick around for the kids, but I wasn't sticking around for Banks. I'm getting beat up. I'm headed for the hills. Luckily, Sasha made it out too. Yay. Yay. I can't wait. Wow. Turn on me just like that. I can't wait.
Oh, man. I swear, CM is like Joseph Proctor out here in the chat for Jimmy Ghost. Oh man, but yes, I'm very interested to see where Goat Banks winds up. Whether we'll be talking about her more on this channel or on Jimmy's channel, talking about a show or a movie that she's on. We don't know quite yet. We'll see. See what happens, and we'll of course talk more about Jeff Hardy's DUI arrest, as well as Sasha Banks being released, as well as the Vince McMahon news on True Hill Heat 180.
You want to talk about world?
On this Saturday, yes, that was a Romeo. This Saturday at 11:05 a.m. Eastern Time, True Hill Heat 180 with special guest Steven Jensen of Fightful. So join us live on Saturday where we will talk a lot, and definitely Vince McMahon under investigation will be the top news.
Vince would leave. Like if he would have retired 5 years ago, this is a non-story. Why are you still here, sir? You've done everything you could do. You're rich beyond fucking creases. Leave, run, get out. You know what you did. Get the fuck out.
Run, nigga, run. We see a People's Court preview for Wardlow versus the 20 plaintiffs. I did laugh at the People's Court parody. That was really good. Then Wardlow comes out and he's got new theme music here, so this was good. But the match itself, Wardlow starts knocking fools and he hits an awesome bomb on one to a pile of the security on the floor. Dasha is our ring announcer on this show. She just keeps announcing security number 1 eliminated, security number 2 eliminated. Wardlow beats 2 at once with like a chokehold and putting his foot on his chest. Then he eliminates 4 at once. Wardlow then delivers power bombs to 4 straight to eliminate 3 at once. He then covers 4 at once, and then Wardlow delivers 6 straight power bombs to 6 guys and covers them all to finally end this. I just put this was silly. This was silly, but I guess this is the hopefully. Praise the Lord that this would be the end of this whole saga with Wardlow, Smart Mark Sterling, and the security. And I did love Dasha at the end announcing that this case has been dismissed. That was great. That was great. Post-match, Wardlow goes after Smart Mark Sterling, but Dan Lambert with Scorpio Sky says that you mess with one member of American Top Team, you mess with them all. And Lambert demands in the front row, Matt Hughes and Tyrone Woodley go after Wardlow in the ring. So they hop the gate. They get in the ring. I was like, man, Matt Hughes, I know he's been through a car accident and stuff, but he didn't seem like he was there 100%. However,
party diet.
Jesus Christ, really, Jimmy?
The words
Really?
and opinions of Jimmy Macram do not necessarily reflect those of True Heel Heat, its viewers, or affiliates.
Face, look at his head. Look at that red. Come on, man. Look at that smirk. What is that? Come on, man.
However, Wardlow says he thinks they are cut from the same cloth. So Woodley helps Wardlow deliver a power bomb to Smart Mark Sterling. And I just had to put Matt Hughes just looked awkward as fuck throughout this whole entire segment. Like he didn't know where he was at. I feel bad for the guy. But Wardlow looked impressive here. What did you think, Jimmy?
I think first of all, the People's Court thing was hilarious. It almost put me on the side of doing this awful nonsense. I actually think this could have worked if it was 10 and not 20. Actually, if it was half the time, I think it's kind of cool. But it went way too long. I was like, we get it. Once we know that there's no drama to it, that Wardlow's not losing this fucking match, or even kind of losing this fucking match, what the fuck are we doing? Why are we going this long? That was fine. I don't know how I feel about the MMA. Even if fucking Matt Hughes was in proper health, we'll say. I don't know if that's worthy of it. I know AEW loves to fucking bring out celebrities and show how much they love the show, but this ain't it. Like, who cares? Matt Hughes, the guy from Cobra Kai. Who else is there? Macaulay Culkin. Like, what is this? What kind of low rent ass horse shit is this? Listen, fucking Paul Heyman had a great philosophy when he ran ECW, which was if you can't do it right, don't do it. So we don't have WWE's pyro, so we don't do it. Why would we do it if we don't have the fucking? It's gonna look shit putting up fucking sparkles or whatever the fuck. Why, if you don't have actual celebrities, stop putting them on the show. It's awful.
Yeah, ain't nobody gonna know who the hell these people are. Like, I had to definitely understand that. I like this comment by Ninja Boy to say, holy shit, does Saraya and Mercedes show up like the new Radicals? That would be kind of dope. If Paige and Sasha are like sitting front row at an episode of Dynamite, that's when you use the celebrities.
First of all, Paige is fine. Why are we putting her ahead of Banks in any form or fashion? I don't care. It's Shaq and Kobe. It's not Kobe and Shaq. It is what it is.
It is Kobe and Shaq in my eyes.
Nowadays, it's Kobe and Shaq. Back then, it was Shaq and Kobe.
Okay,
what was I say? I totally lost my train of thought. That fucking nonsense. What would we call Go Banks? I mean, besides Go Banks, that would work.
Oh, I saw the best one. David Bisping. He put out a couple of different names for Sasha outside of it. Mercedes Banks. That hits
like that.
different.
I like
hits
that.
different.
If I didn't even know who that was, I'd say that's a star right there. Somebody important.
Just take her first name with her worked last name. Perfect. And that works. That works for me. And then Paige, I mean, she's got a family wrestling name, so why not just use that? Like,
or she could just fucking
Paige Knight. She could do that.
No, or fuck it, I'll say it. Or she could just change her name completely. She already changed everything else about herself. Doesn't have the same face. Doesn't have the same fucking body.
The words and opinions of Jimmy Macram do not necessarily reflect those of True Heel Heat, its viewers, or affiliates.
I'm not knocking it. You're free to change whatever the fuck you like. But don't have me pretend that you don't look completely different than you did 12 seconds ago. Somebody told me that was Paige. I was like, that's not Paige. I've seen Paige. That's not her. Oh, that is Paige. Oh, all right.
You got me. You got me there. Next we had the IWGP United States Championship. United States champion Will Ospreay going one-on-one with ROH World Tag Team Champion Dax Harwood. And boy, oh boy, I said it before the match started. I was like, this is going to be a certified banger, extreme, guaranteed. The fans with dueling chants for both guys to start off. We get some chain wrestling to start the match. Then Ospreay picks up the speed. He hits a nice Hurricane Rana. Will pushes Dax into a corner and lays in some chops, but Dax responds with two huge chops that Ospreay sells wonderfully. Dax hits a huge elevated backdrop for two and applies a headlock. They fight onto the apron where they trade chops, but Dax tries for a suplex. Ospreay reverses and pulls Harwood down on his bad knee on the apron, and he follows with a shotgun dropkick that sends him into the steps. Dax reverses an Ospreay handspring into a rolling German suplex, hitting 5 straight to fire up the St. Louis crowd. Harwood goes to the top rope, but Ospreay tries to slide away, so Dax just gets down and hits another German suplex. He goes for a diving headbutt, however he misses, and Ospreay just very quickly follows with a springboard 450 for a 2 count. Harwood cuts off Ospreay on the top rope. They trade strikes before Dax tries for an avalanche back suplex that Ospreay reverses into a crossbody for 2. Dax gets a cover for a 2 of his own. Dax sits down on another pin attempt for another close near fall. And then they just picked up the speed even more after this. Ospreay hits a sweet plancha to the floor. Will hits for a phenomenal forearm off the top rope to the back of Dax's head for 2. Ospreay looks for the Os cutter, but Harwood keeps cutting him off. He goes for the slingshot powerbomb, but Will reverses into a roundhouse kick. Harwood then reverses the Os cutter into the slingshot powerbomb for another close near fall. They trade strikes with Will hitting a super kick to the back of the head, but Dax responds with a huge lariat, turning Ospreay inside out. Dax goes for a short arm lariat, but Will reverses into a sit-out Liger bomb for 2. Ospreay then hits the Os cutter for a close near fall, and then he doesn't waste any time. He goes to the corner and he hits the hidden blade to get the victory here. Just tremendous professional wrestling. They had 2 completely different styles and it blended so well, so brilliantly together. Post-match, the United Empire comes out and surrounds Dax, but Cash Wheeler and Roppongi Vice come down to try to even the odds, but the numbers of the United Empire overwhelm them. And then the music of the triumphant return of Orange Cassidy as he comes out. He nonchalantly walks by Will Ospreay. He gets behind Will Ospreay and stares him down. The 2 men go face to face until Roppongi Vice and FTR have Orange Cassidy's back, and all 5 give the Orange Cassidy thumbs up to end this segment. Fun little post-match here with United Empire and the best friends as well as FTR kind of coming together. But the match itself, that was the highlight, one of the highlights of this entire show. What did you think about Ospreay versus Dax and the post-match?
I have a question. Do you have to be a fucking single star to be considered one of the best in the world? Like, do you is that one of the rules?
I would say, man, Dax Harwood.
I don't get it.
I've never seen anybody who's in an established tag team that I don't want to see break up anytime soon stand out this much in singles matches
consistently. I'm just consistently like, is this motherfucker the best in the world? I don't have any evidence that he's not, but I feel like nobody else thinks he is. I feel like and outside of you, I'm alone on this island. Dax was fantastic. I'm very impressed by Ospreay. Significantly different than the last time I saw him, which was all flips. And
he slowed down. I told you. That's what I told you last week. He's evolved as a professional wrestler.
He's evolved as a wrestler. Yes, it's amazing that can happen. Though apparently other teams or people just give us the same matches over and over again, and they're the best tag team of a generation. Whatever, that's not important.
They are the best tag team of the generation.
Yeah.
And they give you excellent story matches.
Excellent story. No. Excellent stories. You make a goofy face. No, that's later. We can get to that later. I'm focused. Dax is fantastic. Ospreay was really good. I thought the match was very good. That felt like, I'm not gonna say match of your candidate, but right under that. And more importantly, I really like the finish. You know how much I hate move, kick out, move, finish. I hate those. But move, kick out, move, finish. Those are fantastic. See Austin Rock WrestleMania 19. Those are great. And this was great. I really like this. As far as Orange Cassidy goes, way to define Will Ospreay down. But he's not yours, so feel free. Feel free. Do what you want. Him versus Orange Cassidy.
Is a star. Will you stop sleeping?
He's a star, so what?
This is going to be Pac versus Orange Cassidy 2.0. I guarantee it.
Pac is yet to recover. They put this fake belt on.
Will you stop? Oh my God, you're ridiculous.
What's the All Atlantic Championship? Put that on so Pac can recover finally. Ugh.
You're ridiculous.
Isn't that all the comments say? Don't all the comments say Pac needs this? Is that what they say?
No, they didn't say this. I'm ready for Orange Cassidy versus Will Ospreay at Forbidden Door. They announced it later on in the show for the IWGP United States Heavyweight Championship. And I'm calling it right now. It's going to be Pac versus Ospreay 2 with Pac versus Cassidy 2. From what we saw at Revolution 2020, you're gonna see the same quality with Ospreay and Cassidy.
You say so. I won't be.
You enjoyed that match. I'm just going to use your opinion against you when you say this.
I'm sure it was enjoyable, but that makes Will Ospreay a fucking opponent of a comedy wrestler. Fair enough. Enjoy it. Have a good time.
Man, I wish we could use the disclaimer for bad takes. That would
not a comedy wrestler.
That would sell it.
Can't use them for honest ones.
That was Sully.
There you go.
That was Sully. We didn't ask for that input, but that was Sully. That was Sully, the dignity of the disclaimer. We do got ABB who says FTR are the best tag team of the past decade, in my opinion. I love the Bucks, but they are part of my favorite ever match. But I think what I love about FTR is that each match has a different layout. And since ABB agrees with you, you know you're wrong.
Hilarious. See how they turn on you?
You're the one that I am using your opinion. I'm using your opinion against you. But he does agree that Ospreay versus Orange is going to be fantastic. So
it's going to be a good match. I'm not saying it's not.
There you are.
It'd be really good.
You basically are.
Let's make a good booking.
See, Nick Jackson got it right. FTR is the best tag team in the world, not named the Young Bucks. That's how you make it correct.
Why do they still call them the Young Bucks? Like they're fucking a team. Nick Jackson and his fucking bum he carries around.
Oh my God, will you stop? That's all right.
Matt Jackson's okay. I'm over the top and call him a bum. He's okay, but he's not Nick. It's not even close. They're not even the same discussion.
That's like Cash and Dax. So what?
Cash is better than Matt Jackson.
Oh, you're ridiculous.
You think Matt Jackson's better than Cash?
I think they are even on even ground. We get a Jon Moxley vignette where he talks about all the big game hunting he's done in New Japan Pro Wrestling, and he's been calling out Tanahashi for 3 years. We hear from Kevin Kelly, Tony Schiavone, Jim Ross about their rivalry, and Moxley says he is the fucking Forbidden Door. I love Moxley, man. When they give Moxley Moxley. And then if you thought that was good, Moxley was in his bag for the next segment. He makes his entrance for the face-to-face with Hiroshi Tanahashi. Tanahashi makes his entrance second to a good reaction. I was surprised. I thought the people, were gonna be like, they don't know who he is, but they were very much into this segment to start off. Jim Ross even complimenting Tanahashi, saying that he ranks in his top 3 all time. Excalibur says that some have called him the Japanese Bret Hart. The St. Louis crowd chants holy shit when they go face to face in the ring, and then Moxley gets in his bag. He says, I've been chasing you for a long time, man, and here you are in all your glory. Moxley says he's chased Tanahashi in Japan and in the US. He says all his work in New Japan Pro Wrestling, it's been all about getting to him. Mox says there is a lot of titles, but only one man called the Ace, and that's you. We had a huge Tanahashi chant at that point. Mox says Tanahashi is an inspiration to many people, including himself. He says that he is the best professional wrestler on this planet, talking about Jon Moxley. Some people pretend it, but he lives it night in, night out. Mox says not only is the interim AEW world title on the line, but everything he's worked for 3 years is on the line at Forbidden Door. Mox says, and when the dust settles at Forbidden Door, Tanahashi will call him Ace.
Great. And the segment's
exactly.
ended.
This is where we are going to agree, because this would have been perfect build up for the main event of Forbidden Door. Why do we need to add to it to add another match at Forbidden Door? But anyway, Chris Jericho, he comes out and interrupts when Tanahashi grabs the mic. He said he interrupts with Sammy Guevara and Ty Conti. He says this is his spot, and the only reason Moxley is here is because he wasn't there last week. He tells John that he needs to leave or he will burn his face with a fireball because he's a wizard. Jericho says the last time he saw Tada was when he beat him in the main event at the Tokyo Dome 2 years ago, and Tanahashi tells Jericho to shut up, because I'm pretty sure that's probably one of the only few English words he knew. Jericho then brings out the JAS, and from behind, Lance Archer and New Japan Pro Wrestling's own El Desperado attack Moxley and Tanahashi. Jericho then introduces the newest members of the Jericho Appreciation Society, Sammy Guevara and Ty Conti. He then introduces Lance Archer and El Desperado, who are on loan from their Suzuki-gun leader, Minoru Suzuki, and Jericho announces that it will be at Forbidden Door, Jericho, Minoru Suzuki, and Sammy Guevara versus Eddie Kingston, Wheeler Yuta, and Shoto Umino, who is the young boy of Jon Moxley. At this point, Kingston, Yuta, Santana, and a freshly shaved Ortiz come down to the ring to make the save. The baby faces then take out the heels, with Moxley hitting the paradigm shift on Matt Menard, and Tanahashi hits the sling blade on El Desperado, and then Tanahashi and Moxley go face to face to end the segment. I wish they would have just focused on building Mox and Tanahashi here. This segment could have been saved for Rampage. Like, Moxley's gonna be on Rampage. Why not do it there?
But to actually answer that question,
this was a 5-star interaction between Tanahashi and Moxley, and then the match kept going and it became a 3-star.
That's a pretty good example.
Any comments?
I'm depressed. This is what I always say about this company, and people were calling me crazy. So a lot of you come on board. When the talent, the great talent, is left to their own devices, see Jon Moxley for microphone, AEW is great. When it has to rely on booking, AEW is terrible. It is what it is. And that was the booking. It was awful. It was unnecessary, and it fucking fell flat. Because, first of all, we've seen all these people already tonight. In a similar segment to this, where everybody runs out and they have a fucking big fight. Why are we seeing this again? Ugh, whatever.
I don't understand. Like, it was going along splendidly. It was going along so well until they just had to keep going.
I think Dummy felt like, since Tanahashi can't talk, he can't speak English. He can't talk.
Yeah.
I think he can talk.
He can talk. It's a good talk.
that we needed to add something extra to it so we can get the Tanahashi saying shut up spot. He stinks. And maybe he wanted to explain why Jericho wasn't there last week. Or why he wasn't.
Yeah, I think that was the biggest thing that I got out of here that something that I was very much complaining about last week. They did address that. So I will give them credit for that.
I won't because it's fucking there's no reason. He just wasn't here. Which is dumb. You probably wait till your guys there if we're gonna have a tournament for the belt. But that aside, whatever. Fucking just makes you sad. I ain't gonna lie to you. Makes you sad. Luckily, most of the people on the roster fucking make up for it. MJF might have doomed us all, by the way, by calling Tony Khan a mark, because now he's going to go out of his way every week to prove he's not and just fuck it up.
It's like, I'm creative. Bill's Mafia STF saying maybe because Blood and Guts is 3 days after Forbidden Door. Kind of dumb not to continue.
Oh my God. I tell you every time this mother.
The words and opinions of Jimmy Macram do not necessarily reflect those of True Heel Heat, its viewers, or affiliates.
It's every time. I forgot about him. He's number one. Because he, at least Frantic World and EBB will try to pretend to be objective. He'd jump out the window. Fuck it. Take the Tony Khan dick right up the asshole.
Wait, what?
Oh.
You fucking mark!
Oh my!
When did we say you shouldn't promote Blood and Guts? When did we say that?
We never.
Did you do it at the beginning of the night? Did you do that? Wasn't that what happened? With the hair up his hair? With all the people coming out having a big fight? With fucking Ortiz yelling about the hair and gun? Why do we need to see it again in the poor segment? We have something to promote right here. They're gonna stick up for this every time. They're gonna stick up for everything. Tony Khan does nothing wrong. What?
Potless Jet with saying one of the Jericho's good lines in the promo, saying they are the sex gods and they'll have sex anytime, even right now. That was Latrace the sex gods. They are, yes. Latrace sex gods, apparently. Wow. Yes. I think we're up to 6. Now, ladies and gents.
Stroke it, 30 whatever the fucking stroke.
See, people agree with you, Jimmy. People agree with you, though. This is fair. Ace saying Mox is already ace of AEW, and he is finally getting a match that he has been asking for. Yes, for over a year. Now. So, and Will Chisholm says Jimmy versus Tony Khan. Book it, Dano.
I gotta be honest. He's got a. I don't know if I could. This is gonna sound softer than I want it to sound. He's got such a childlike face. I think it'd be hard to kind of fuck Tony Khan up. His face feels very please don't hit me. That face. Oh, look at that.
I love that me and Romeo were thinking the same thing. We pressed it at the same time.
Please don't hit me face. Ugh.
Oh man, I just love when Jimmy goes off, ladies and gentlemen. This makes my Thursday. This always makes my Thursday. I will say, ladies and gents. Keep those comments going. Good comment here from Thomas Gibson, who says, would you consider Brody Lee as a success story along with Miro in how they have been used in AEW? Yeah, I would say Brody Lee is in that good part too.
Yes. Cut short, obviously, but he was great.
Yeah, even though he did definitely ask for his release before he was released.
Oh, all right. Well, then he doesn't count. He's out. Sorry. If you ask for your release, that's like quitting. You're out.
That's like giving you a 2-week notice. Get my 2-week notice. Sorry. Yeah, Mox is once again firmly establishing him as one of my favorite guys in AEW. Anytime he has a mic in his hand or he talks, he's one of my favorite guys.
It's the best promo in the company.
Absolutely. Roxy says, don't hit me. I'm rich. Absolutely. So we had next a vignette of Darby Allin talking about Red Dragon taking out Sting, and we see we see Red Dragon talking trash about taking out Sting. So his face and the sound, it was great. Darby says Kyle will have to watch him break Bobby's leg on Rampage this Friday. Any thoughts on that?
I won't be watching, but I like that we're continuing with this. I mean, it gives everybody something to do. Another pillar doing nothing. What do you go figure? Who would have thought?
Who would have thunk it? Backstage, Tony Schiavone. Yes, Romeo.
Oh, I was just gonna say, do you want to hear some breaking WWE news?
Oh, let's hear it.
This is from Brandon Thurston of WrestleNomics. He revealed there's been a lot of stock movement on the WWE stock over the last 24 hours. But however, something from last month is relevant, and that's Kevin Dunn, who sold over $1 million of stock in May. That would be over 15,000 shares, a member of the board, and says that he will likely be investigated for insider trading.
Oh, shit!
And using his knowledge as a member of the board to profit. And the SEC can seek up to 20 years in prison for insider trading and up to a $5 million fine. It also could be considered stock manipulation due to Dunn having a major say in how this whole investigation would be handled.
Oh, shit.
Yo, this story just keeps getting better because you also got the whole Stephanie leaving last month involved on this after the investigation had already been undergoing. Like, man.
It's
once again, I'm gonna plug it. This Saturday, 11:05 a.m. Eastern Time, myself, Romeo, and Steven Jensen of Fightful, we're going to talk about this Vince McMahon under investigation and all of this fallout from it. My Lord.
Look, I just made a thumbnail, but now I got to add Kevin Dunn to this shit.
Nice work with the thumbnail, though. Nice work. Beautiful.
You know what's funny? Everybody was freaking out when stuff left because it was so weird. Like, everyone was like, I don't understand what the fuck is going on. And now it's just slowly unraveling. Good job on Kevin Dunn. And it's not going to work out. You're probably going to see a little bit of prison time because Vince will throw you right under the fucking bus. He won't think twice. But hey, you tried to get your money and get the fuck out. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at getting your money and getting the fuck out. But you got caught. So poor bastard. They will start rolling shit edits to the show now.
Poor bastard. Oh, yes. Like I said the same thing you thought, CM. I was like, Steph dipped. It's like, woo, this going down. all these motherfuckers is just like, let's trade off all that stock. Oh, we're getting the fuck out of here.
Oh, oh, Vince.
Oh, we got it. That camera cut. Kevin Dunn, camera cut. Back in it. That was a great comment, Ninja Boys. And we got a super chat donation here from EBB who says Nick Khan's ultimate plan is coming true before our eyes. Right? He has gone through the levels of the McMahon family in such fast order. Oh my goodness.
That feels like a corporate takeover, don't it?
It really does. It really does. Because with the news going to Wall Street Journal that it had to be someone on the board. It had to be.
This is a script that Power, Succession, Game of Thrones, they would all turn down. It's like, nah, this makes too much sense. Too perfect.
Who am I gonna believe this fucking nonsense? It's gonna be revealed that fucking Vince fucking did something to Nick Khan's mom at one point, and that's been his fucking motivation for all this. Remember me?
The words and opinions of Jimmy Macram do not necessarily reflect those of True Heel Heat, its viewers, or affiliates. The words and opinions of Jimmy
Absolutely. That only counts at one. Don't worry, CM. That only counts as one. Backstage, Tony Schiavone, he's interviewing Tony Storm, who calls Britt Baker Brittany and talks about taking the women's division to where it should be. Tony says, we have seen the era of DMD, and what they want to see now is Tony Storm, future world champion. I thought that this was a good promo, and a promo to hype up a match that wasn't the main event. I like these things. This was a little more effort for the women's division, a little something different. What did you think?
Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Toni Storm can speak, apparently, without fucking Ruby Soho speaking for her, or fucking Go Baker speaking for the both of them for some weird reason. This worked. I liked it. It wasn't great, but it was good. And it built up the main event, which we needed. Now I would have liked it a lot more if fucking Toni Storm had fucking won the tournament. Neither here nor there.
Yeah, 100%. Especially when we get to the match, it's just like, dude, like if this was where we were going, then what the fuck were we doing for last month? Miro versus Ethan Page in an AEW All Atlantic Championship tournament match. We see the title at ringside ahead of this matchup. Excalibur talks about the 3 matches to determine the New Japan Pro Wrestling participant in the 4-way at Forbidden Door, as it's going to be Tomohiro Ishii versus Yoshinobu Kanemaru, as well as Takeshi Honma versus Clark Connors, and the winner of those 2 matches will face on the 21st, and then that winner will be in the Fatal 4-Way. So it's going to be Ishii. Just putting it out there. It's going to be Ishii. Don't worry. And that should be a banger because after this match, we know 2 of his 3 opponents. Ethan tries to play keep away early before attacking Miro in the ring. Miro quickly gains control, though, and he beats Paige's ass around ringside. Ethan hits a pump kick, but Miro comes back with a big slam. He gets distracted by Dan Lambert on the floor, and he chases him until Ethan hits a diving shoulder block off the apron. Ethan has the advantage for a little bit. Paige makes Miro at the end pray to him, which he laughs at, and then he goes off on Ethan, hitting belly-to-belly suplex. Miro follows with a leg lariat and then hits the Mashka kick after punching Lambert off the apron, and then Miro then locks in the game over for the submission win to advance to Forbidden Door. I thought this was a good match with Miro giving a little but still coming off as very dominant. Ethan Page got to put in a little bit of a good fight, but Miro winning was always academic. What did you think about this matchup here, Jimmy?
Same. It felt kind of like a test run for Miro's babyface. It works because Miro's awesome. I wish Ethan Page got more to do. Not in this match, just in general. But this is fine. You kind of know Miro was winning. Let's not waste too much time. I'm surprised we had Dan Lambert get hit in this one, though. It felt like a bigger deal than it was.
Yeah, because we don't see him get physical a lot. Yeah, that's true.
I'm getting hit like a random manager. It felt weird. Oh, man, it was good. Fine. Let's move on. Miro.
Yep. We see a quick little vignette with Dante Martin and Matt Sydal talking about Dante's match with Jon Moxley on AEW Rampage. Dante is sick of hearing about potential and says a new star will be born on Friday, and he is inhuman. What did you think about your favorite Blake Griffin talking here?
Matt Sydal, also one we forgot in the loser column.
He to be fair, he had came from Impact. He had been gone from WWE for quite some time.
Fair enough. I'll let you pass. This was fine. I don't like Inhuman at all. This motherfucker read a Marvel comic and I'm just gonna pick a random name out of a book. Like, ugh, shut up. But whatever. Actually, you gotta be completely honest. To be honest, this was Dante's best talking. I thought he felt more comfortable, felt more relaxed. He wasn't very good, but he's better than usual, so I'll take it.
True. EBB, everyone's really excited about Ishii and Minoru. Ishii and Miro interacting at the pay-per-view. Yes, please. We also got D-Lo Blue, who says Ishii versus Miro is going to be a banger with Malachi Black and Pac. Add that. That's going to be one of the best matches on this Forbidden Door show, in my opinion. I like it. But yes, Dr. Britt Baker, DMD versus Toni Storm was next. Thankfully, Britt didn't have that damn Owen Hart Foundation women's title anymore. LOL. Toni Storm came out striking, follows Britt Baker to the floor, but Baker throws Toni into the ring post. On the floor, Jamie Hayter and Rebel distract Storm. Storm hits a diving crossbody for 2, but Rebel distracts the referee while Jamie Hayter attacks Toni on the floor. At this point, Thunder Rosa comes down to even the score and chase off Hayter. I've seen 2 commercials at this point I wanted to mention of Sunny Kiss celebrating Pride Month, and I just had to put in my notes, that's more than I've seen from Sunny on the actual show in 2 years.
I don't know if this is homophobic or not.
The words and opinions of Jimmy Macram do not necessarily reflect those of True Heel Heat, its viewers, or affiliates.
Dude gave it to him before he said it. He gave it to you for even thinking it.
Before that's almost fair. Fucking when that commercial first popped up, and it opens with, I don't know if it opened with, but Sonny Kiss is shaking his ass. But you don't know who it is at first. I was thinking that's not a great ass. I was like, oh, that's why.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. Oh, my God. I just wanted to mention that we also had Joey Janela on Twitter say that, he heard about Sonny Kiss being on Dynamite and it was in a commercial. He's like, cut the shit. He cut the bullshit, Tony. Put him on the actual show. So
no, don't. He's not good. Whatever the pronoun is, not good. She's not good. Whatever you want. Hey, whatever you want to call it. Sonny Kiss is not good.
So you're agreeing with Tony Khan?
Shockingly so.
Okay. Baker controls things after the commercial break. She goes for a corner attack, but Tony reverses with a tornado DDT, follows up with another one on the floor. Rebel tries handing Britt the glove, but Storm hits a German suplex and follows with a vicious corner hip attack. Oh my Lord. I was like, God damn, she fucked her up with that one. Baker even sells it like she's knocked out and she's loopy, but she's just playing possum. She fooled everybody and their mama with that one, and rolls up Tony for a 2. She follows with a swinging neck breaker for another 2 count, and then Britt puts on the glove. She does the DMD, but Storm reverses into a German suplex and hits a spike power driver for the win, picking up the biggest win since her arrival in AEW over Britt Baker here. Good match. Great win for Storm, the biggest since she came here. But post-match, more importantly, we get Thunder Rosa comes out on stage and raises the AEW Women's World title before pointing at Toni Storm. And then it was confirmed later on in the night at Forbidden Door, it will be Thunder Rosa versus Toni Storm for the AEW Women's World title. What did you think about this matchup and the match coming up at Forbidden Door?
I really wish this was the second win Toni Storm got. But whatever. The match was good, I thought. One thing people cannot accuse Gold Baker of is having any air in between her strikes. She's overly stiff frequently. And I gotta be honest, that fake out might be brilliant. Because the first time it happened, we all went, what the fuck? I think you just killed Gold Baker. And then Gold Baker felt like she was in a concussion for the rest of that fucking spot, rest of the fucking match.
Yes.
And then in this one, she's like pushing her off. I'm like, oh my God, you did it again, you fucking dummy. You hurt the goat. And it worked out great. Really glad Toni Storm won. That should be her finisher. Because she's got fucking comic book legs. She's got fucking Wonder Woman legs. Like, this shit is outrageous.
Yo, that shit was, I was like, God damn, she got me on that. She got me fooled because I was like, I wouldn't be surprised if she was concussed after that shit. We got CM probably responding to your comment saying, I just heavy Negro style.
You think that's a great ass? Like, I was like, ugh, it's not a great ass on TV. Oh, Sonny Kiss, gotcha. Fair enough.
Oh man, EBB saying the only time I'll call her this, but Britt selling and acting was goat shit. Fooled us all. Nicely done. That one moment was fantastic.
You see how he does it? You said that one
moment.
You see that? Yeah. You know what? I remove the salute. Beat it.
And I also agree with EBB here. I think Sonny improved a lot and would have done well with more TV time, honestly. Hope to see more of her.
If you say so. I mean, in Dark? I guess so. Sure. Feel free.
I mean, some people watch Dark. Sure. Sammy Joe saying Britt is amazing.
Goddamn right. I don't know who Britt is, but yes.
Roxy says that ass almost killed Britt.
It's all this Britt stuff. Britt Baker died when she turned heel. Britt Baker was an average wrestler.
Brittany. I'm gonna call her Brittany. Tony call her Brittany. I'm gonna call her Brittany. Brittany is great. We also got Ninja Mortis says, "Man, where's the Storm Hater collab set on OnlyFans dropping though?"
Ace, that might be. You probably don't watch. That's a terrible take, sir. She's there to take L's. She doesn't take L's almost ever, even when she should. Quite frankly, come on now.
Yeah, I'm saying Britt Baker is just there to take L's, but at least she is always on TV, unlike the other woman that is competing on Dark that people don't watch. Yeah, I know. I just rather she has said that she prefers she or her most of them. I know she said she can revert by all of them, but she said she prefers she and her. Just going by what she said in interviews. We got Frantic World that says Sunny needs to be with Jade ASAP.
I will say this. Jade appears to be able to make anything work because every time I think her character has peaked, it gets a little better with every edition. They added the baddies, it got better. Added my brother, what's his name?
Stokely Hathaway.
Hathaway, yes. It got even better. She could probably make anything work. Jade is fantastic.
No.
And this is honestly my dream match for the women's division. It's gonna happen at a great show at Forbidden Door. Tony versus Thunder Rosa. I can't work.
Dream match.
Enjoy it, because after that, Tony's going on the shelf.
Say hi to everybody. Okay. No, you can't watch Paw Patrol. Not yet. I'm almost done. But speaking of Sunny Kiss, Tony Schiavone. Okay. Backstage, Tony Schiavone was with Stokely Hathaway talking about Rampage, where Jade Cargill has an open challenge for this Friday's AEW Rampage. Stokes says that he will make his commentary debut, so that means he has 2 paychecks. And then Willow Nightingale interrupts, and Hathaway says, "Oh, I know of you. I used to have an afro back in the day like that. You want to audition to be a baddie, right?" Willow says that she will be accepting Jade's challenge, and then Stokely gets her name wrong and walks off.
Look at his face. He's just annoyed in the distance. You heard a word he said after that.
Stokely is just great at everything he does.
Dude. Yes. Everything he does, I'm a fan of. And I gotta be honest, I've seen Willow Nightingale twice now. Once was a match on Rampage. I forget who was against. Not important, I suppose. And once was here.
Red Velvet.
There you go. Because she was cheered as she should have been. And once was here, and she's been fantastic and adorable in both. She's the anti-baddie. Not that she's not attractive, but you know what I mean.
I understood.
My neck.
Next, we had Hangman Adam Page. He made his entrance to a huge pop from the St. Louis crowd. Page says he called his shot last week, saying he wanted Kazuchika Okada and wanted a shot at the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. And Hangman admits that sometimes he's a dumbass, and he didn't take into account that he may not that Okada may not be the champion by then. Paige says that the talent still stands though, but before he can continue, Adam Cole, baby, interrupts and doesn't have the Owen Hart title. Thank God. I was like, I had to put that in my notes for both of them. I was like, thank God they don't have these stupid titles anymore. Cole congratulates Jay White and says that Paige will not challenge for that title at Forbidden Door. Cole says that Forbidden Door is all about the Undisputed Elite and the Bullet Club, and the best way to show that is by doing Adam Cole versus Jay White. Cole says that Okada won't even be there at Forbidden Door. And then Cole then introduced somebody who wanted to say hi to Hangman. And it's none other than the music of the new IWGP World Heavyweight Champion Switchblade Jay White, but he doesn't come from the entrance. He comes from the crowd and he attacks Hangman Adam Page, lays him out with the Blade Runner. Jay White then gets on the mic and says he is Switchblade Jay White. He is the catalyst of professional wrestling. He is the IWGP World Heavyweight Champion, and he says what makes Hangman think he can call the shot, because he couldn't beat CM Punk. He lost the the AEW World Title. His record against Hangman is 2-0. White corrects Adam Cole as well, and he says that it won't be Adam Cole who gets the shot at Jay White either. He says that that he calls he calls the shots, and this title means that he has all the power and that he will determine who will face him at Forbidden Door. He says that it's the Switchblade era and no one can stop him. And Switchblade Jay White just came off like an absolute mega star here, like the biggest star on AEW or New Japan out of this segment, and just made Adam Cole look like a fool, which I love. I love how much he came off so well here. What did you think? The IWGP World Heavyweight title on Dynamite for the first time. What did you think of this segment here?
Is that true? Wow. Yep. Jay White is awesome. Ironically, this is only the second best promo I've seen him in the last couple of days. Because that shit,
I would say third, because both of those promos at Dominion were amazing.
He's grown on me tremendously in the 3 minutes I've seen of him, none of which involved wrestling. But that aside, I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I wouldn't mind a triple threat match. I gotta be honest, I wouldn't mind anything because I won't be watching, but it sounds good. Sounds good to me. Sounds like a plan. I love Hangman calling himself a dumbass. It fits his character. I think it works. Though
What a stupid son of a bitch.
All things considered, our last two presidents have been fucking outrageous.
Really have.
It's
really
shocking.
Really
But yeah, this is great. I enjoyed it. And thank God Cole and Gold Baker are not walking around with those belts anymore. Which makes you wonder, was it really worth the fucking 2 weeks and the photo op of them having them do it? If they're not even going
to... EBB, don't lie. Do not lie in the chat. I will not accept any lies in the chat. You did not want Hangman versus White. You did not want that. That was what I want. No, you did not. You made it evidently clear that you wanted Hangman versus Okada. So don't lie in the chat. I know you say you're Team Jimmy now because I've been turning heel on you, but this is why I turn heel on you, because you be lying. You be lying. He says, but the triple threat will likely be set up next week. And to be fair, it should be fun. Just would have been better with just Hangman. I would have preferred Hangman and White. I would prefer, honestly, Hangman, Jay White, Cole, and Okada in a 4-way more than the 3-way.
Oh, now they walk away. I guess they accomplished what they wanted here.
Yeah.
Guess what? We lied!
Oh, no, go to work on Brandon Cutler.
He's having way too much fun.
He be uploading stuff and just be like,
I gotta be honest. I'm kind of over Adam Cole. I'm sorry. I know you all like him for some reason. But he's good. But he lost to Orange Cassidy. I'm over it. I'm sorry. I don't look at you the same anymore. I'm sorry. I don't. I'm sorry. I do not.
you ain't got to yell, EBB. You ain't got to yell in the chat. You ain't got to yell.
Take the bass out your voice.
Get that bass out your voice, boy. Next, we had the main event, Jurassic Express.
Main event already? What happened to the video packages? What happened to the promos? Or we could pretend that Jeff Hardy thing never happened. Gotcha, right. Because that's how we address it. We just don't. Gotcha, right. We change the whole main event and act like nothing happened. Gotcha, right. Yes.
Jurassic Express versus the Young Bucks in a ladder match for the AEW World Tag Team titles. We get a few early dives from Matt Jackson and Jungle Boy. Jungle Boy does a Lucha step up on the ropes and hits Nick with an Hurricane Rana off the ladder early. Jurassic Express do an assisted flatliner on Matt and then a side slam elbow drop combo. Matt Jackson hits the multiple Northern Light suplexes with the final one on on a ladder bridge in the corner. Nick Jackson follows with a springboard dive on Luchasaurus to the floor. Luchasaurus then propels Jungle Boy into a Hurricane Rana on Matt, who he puts through a table at ringside. Jurassic Express tries it again on Nick, but he reverses into a powerbomb, which looked nasty. That powerbomb through the table looked nasty. On the other side of the ring, Nick then hits a penalty kick on Luchasaurus, which sets him on the table at ringside, and he hits a beautiful 450 splash off the top rope through Luchasaurus on the table at ringside. Jungle Boy fights off the Young Bucks back from commercial break, and they catch him with the double super click when he goes for a springboard moonsault. Luchasaurus he hits a big choke slam on Matt on a ladder bridge, and then follows with a moonsault off the apron on both Young Bucks. All four men start fighting on the ladders until the Bucks regain control, ending with Nick hitting Jungle Boy with a poison Rana, followed by Matt Jackson hitting a diving elbow off the top rope on Luchasaurus through a table at ringside. Nick Jackson is bleeding from the nose at this point. JB hits a German suplex on Nick. He starts climbing, but both Bucks get to the top and set up for the BTE trigger. The Jungle Boy pushes them both off the ladder. Matt and Nick then push Jungle Boy off the ladder as well. Luchasaurus is in the ring all alone, and he climbs to the top of the ladder, but the Young Bucks push him off, and he goes through a 4-stack of tables at ringside, the big Bubba Ray spot, as I used to call it back in those old school TLC days. Jungle Boy then tries fighting off both of the Young Bucks, but they pull him off of the ladder and hit the BTE trigger before climbing up the ladder to claim the titles to win, and they are the first ever two-time AEW World Tag Team Champions. It's a beautiful day. It is too sweet to be all elite, and the Young Bucks are back on top. I thought this ladder match was awesome. Bunch of crazy spots and a hot invested crowd watching it, but man, I think the post-match was probably even better. Post-match, we get Christian Cage. He comes down to check on Luchasaurus at ringside. Cage then gets in the ring and helps out Jungle Boy. But then he, as the referee goes out of the ring, he grabs Jungle Boy and he hits the kill switch on the young man right in front of his mom and sister at ringside. Christian then grabs 2 chairs from outside and he gives Jungle Boy the concerto to lay him out. Yes, finally, Christian Cage has turned heel on Jungle Boy. We saw Jungle Boy's family at ringside.
They're doing pretty well about it. Look at them. Oh, that's unfortunate.
During the Fight TV, as they kept with the show after it ended, we see that Christian goes up to Jungle Boy's family and tells his mom, "You raised a piece of shit." And Christian was just fantastic here, Chris. This is the Christian we all know and love. But first, Jimmy, what was your thoughts on the ladder match itself?
Ladder match was really good. I'd go great. It's the Nick Jackson show. That's what he does, and that's what Matt Jackson benefits from. Most of the spots I thought were really good. I thought a couple were dangerous. I thought Nick Jackson's blood really added to the match, especially toward the end. It made it feel all the more real. The Jungle Boy was really good. I thought Luchasaurus was fine in this spot. Hopefully this is the end of him though, forever. Jungle Boy's turned on Christian Jungle Boy. We don't need you anymore, brother. Luchasaurus, you can join fucking Marco Stunt in the unemployment line. And this was good. I think the right team went over considering where we are. If you're telling me that these are my 2 options, Young Bucks are the better option with relative ease. Yeah, good match.
Oh, we got Slammer Sammy Joe who says, "I hope Switchblade saw my True Heel Heat sign." Thank you for bringing that True Heel Heat sign to the show. We got also MW Network who says, "Boy, ain't no way was Jeff Hardy surviving that goddamn ladder match with Express and Bucks. Nah, TK is tweaking. The creator above saving this man more ways than a parlay."
That's very true.
Yeah. This man said that he was getting a head scan to the cops when he got stopped. So,
do you know how out of your mind you got to be to say that to the cops?
I think he was like trying to use it as an excuse. Like, I don't know if I should believe him when he said it.
Yes. Fucking sad. It's fucking sad. And you signed this man to a contract. But he passed the drug test. Oh, really? Did he? I've never known a druggie to pass a drug test.
It's not like they had piss, tied up in a condom to their leg or something. I don't know what they're doing.
It's like, would you stop?
What
Make
they
an
doing?
excuse for this man.
You know how many drug tests Jeff Hardy has taken in his lifetime? You think he don't know what he don't got the fake? He don't got the fake penis. Slamming Sammy Joe, saying crowd chanted one more time. Probably the only chant I didn't join in on.
What's wrong with you?
Poor Jungle Boy. We got Frantic World. This says the Young Bucks are 2-time tag team champions, and Christian was good. Yes,
great. We're gonna talk about the heel turn. Let's go.
Yes, yeah. Let's talk about the heel turn. What did you think about Christian finally turning heel?
Christian is underrated in his heeldom. He is at his peak. He's an all-time heel. He is a complete scumbag, and you could see it in his eyes. He was a different guy right away. It fucking worked, and I got to give Dummy credit. It happened way later than it should have, but it felt right because I was thinking this whole time, how is he gonna fuck up Jungle Boy without Luchasaurus fucking him up? This is how Luchasaurus is.
And it is like he checked on Luchasaurus to make sure. Oh, okay.
Yes, that's down. He's really out. Right, he's out. Good. Complete clearance. It's so fucking good. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I enjoyed the concerto, and I wish we could have stayed with the fucking visual because I saw it on the internet that you raised a piece of shit, which I'm never sure what his reason for turning heel is going to be, but I hope it involves that somehow. The Jungle Boy is an ingrate and incapable of learning or whatever. You raised a piece of shit. I've never heard Jungle Boy referred to as a piece of shit before. I'm here for it.
Like all I tried to do is teach him the way. But I like honestly, I think that this was the reason, like him losing the titles needed to happen, and they still wanted to give Jurassic Express, I guess, a long reign, so it had to get to this point. Okay, fair enough, whatever. But yeah, I do agree, it probably should have happened earlier. They should have lost the titles earlier, and then this heel turn should have happened. But I like the fact that it's been like a whole year. He helped them get to the tag team titles, and then I like the fact that he didn't cost them. That they just lost, and then them losing made him turn on Jungle Boy.
I do too, because now we have a lot more room to operate with Christian's reasoning here. I still don't know what the reason is going to be. Maybe the reason is he tried his best to fucking move on and give somebody else a spotlight, and Jungle Boy has proven he's not worthy. Consistently has proven he's not worthy. They have to take the reins back again.
Yes, Romeo.
I got an idea for booking. Let me know what you think.
If you shit on Christian,
no. Christian, he beats up on Luchasaurus. What if he's able to convince Luchasaurus eventually that Jungle Boy is the piece of shit that he is, and you get Luchasaurus as Christian's heater?
The new Tyson Tomko. Yes, let's go. Let's go.
His new problem solver. He's got a damn dinosaur now to be a problem solver.
I'm here for that. See,
and he had a rhino before.
He did. But this is exactly what I thought when I talked about it on Believe in Pro Wrestling earlier today. Hopefully, EBB says, hopefully now the tag team division and champions will be prominent again. Any chance of Bucks versus FTR 3 at All Out for all the gold? That's what I want. I want FTR to win the IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team titles at Forbidden Door, and then at All Out, all the titles up for grabs. 2 out of 3 falls. FTR versus the Young Bucks. 3.
When is All Out?
In September.
And we're in June, July. Okay, we can do that because then FTR go over. So, okay, I'm here for that.
Yeah, I think in the end, FTR will go over because the Young Bucks will give them their greatest.
That was my fear, yes. Because I got to be honest, they I'm not going to say they. Because you all tell me that Matt Jackson's the brains of the operation. Him and his wife do the merchandise and all those. That's what you guys tell me. I don't know anything. You guys tell me.
Matt's the brains. Nick is the talent.
He's here. He's the talent. At least you can agree on that. Matt Jackson appears to be an egomaniac. So I would not be shocked if Young Bucks go over.
There you go. I wouldn't care either. I'd be fine with it. I'd be fine with it. But you talk about the main event. Of course, the Hardys were supposed to be involved, so we got to show this from Matt Hardy, who tweeted out during the main event, watching this AEW Dynamite ladder match between Young Bucks and Jurassic Express very closely. I'm very disappointed I'm not in this match in front of this fantastic St. Louis crowd. I promise I'll bounce back.
Jesus fucking Christ. What a fucking egomaniac. What the fuck are you babbling on about? First of all, it's not about you. It's about them. And then after that, it's about your brother. Nobody's even thinking about you, sir. I'll bounce back. Bounce back from what? You cunt? Oh, I hate Matt Hardy. We signed him to a 3-year deal. Ugh. How's your brother a drunk, fucking drug-addled mess, and you're the worst of the two brothers? How's that even fucking possible? Ugh.
The words and opinions.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Yes. Agreed. I agree with that one.
Really?
We should also mention that Road Rager will continue on Friday on Rampage. They're going to do Masscaster, Austin, and Colton Gunn versus Roughing It, Bear Country, and Leon Ruff. We're going to have Jade Cargill defending the TBS Championship against Willow Nightingale. Also, Darby Allin going one-on-one with Bobby Fish with Kyle O'Reilly in his corner. And we're going to see Jon Moxley going one-on-one with Dante Martin. And we got a new Rampage review, which is coming to Twitch. So that will be out this weekend with the True Draw Josh as well as the Stat King. So we'll recap Rampage in that way over on our Twitch channel. So check it out, twitch.tv/True Hill Heat Wrestling. But that was another episode of AEW Dynamite. So, Jimmy, let's put our thumbs in the middle. And everyone in the chat, give us a thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs in the middle for this edition of AEW Dynamite, as well as your match of the night, MVP and LVP. But, Jimmy, in 3, 2, 1, both give it a thumbs up out of 10. What did you give the show, Jimmy?
8. It's a 7.5. Let's go 8. Fuck it.
I'm gonna go 8.5. I really enjoyed this episode. A big step up from last week, and it felt worthy of being a special for AEW. 2 great matches with the main event, as well as Dax versus Ospreay. Really good opener with Ortiz versus Chris Jericho. The awesome Jon Moxley promos in the vignette and in the ring. Although we know what happened after, but I'm gonna remember it at that. That was one segment, and then what happened next was another segment. And I really much enjoyed Tony Storm and Britt Baker as well. So some really good wrestling on this night.
Yes. Sorry, you mentioned Tony Storm. I went someplace else.
And who was your MVP, Jimmy?
Oh, Dax. I want to give the Christian so bad. Dax is so good. I can't deny this. I never denied it, but you all denying this. One of the best wrestlers in the world.
I'm going to go with the new AEW World Tag Team Champions, the Young Bucks, because I got to drink all the tears from the haters. From the haters like Jimmy, like Romeo, like all you people who think FTR was the best tag team in the world. They were for about a month, and then the Young Bucks took him back.
That's all it takes?
I told you.
Fucking average ass tag match with the Hardy Boys.
No. They had one of the best TV matches of the year against the Lucha Bros on Rampage, and then had a great ladder match here.
First of all, you gave it to them before that, so don't even fucking add this match. You gave it to them before.
No, I didn't. I gave it back to them after the Lucha Bros match.
That's what I said. This match doesn't count because you gave it to them before this match.
Oh, but I'm saying they reconfirmed their crown as the best tag team in the world. That's not how.
Why you so crazy? Take it easy.
Yo, you just look for that one. Oh man. But LVP, Jimmy, who'd you give it to?
Oh, come on now. You know what time it is. What was even wrong with the show? Booking, as per fucking usual. Dummies up. Take it over, dummy. Ugh.
She's like, take it from here, dummy. Fair enough. Who am I going? I'm going to go with Smart Mark Sterling. Smart Mark did not have a good day. He had 20 clients, and all of them failed. And the plaintiff. I'm going to take all 20 plaintiffs and Smart Mark Sterling.
My MVPs were Jay White and Christian. But I also want to say a shout out to everyone that subscribed. SP3 Jimmy, we have hit 2,500 subscribers.
Hey,
Yes, we appreciate all our subscribers. You guys are awesome. You guys are the best. We appreciate you always for the support.
If you're a new subscriber, if you're a fucking sexist psychopath, like all these bums who make fun of Audrey's antics during the show, and you don't make fun of who's the other bald guy that's not Rick Knox?
The words and opinions of
Who's the other bald guy that's not Rick Knox? What the fuck's his name?
Bryce Rensburg.
Bryce Rensburg. How does he not catch the same hell? He is 12 times worse with all of his nonsense. How dare you? I hate him so. Oh, sorry. No, it's random.
That was very much random. It was very much random, but it's totally fine. It's totally fine. We match of the night. I'm going with Dax versus Ospreay.
Imagine that? Yes, of course it was. What else? What else could it be? Nick Jackson running around like a maniac trying to make these other three bums look good? No, of course. Dax versus Ospreay. Go ahead, Dax.
Dax once again delivering. We got a super chat donation here from Kid Get Money saying shout out to Jeff Hardy getting arrested in a Jaguar shirt. He might be drunk, but he knows a good football team when he sees them.
Clearly.
What a stupid son of a bitch.
Even
Is
the
that
cop
the
acts.
most earnest moment a politician's ever had? It's so real. He's like he's by himself for a moment.
He's like, let me think about this. Yeah. And we got another super chat donation from Kid Get Money. Thank you so much for these last minute super chat donations.
Absolutely.
They really help out the channel.
We appreciate it.
Really help out the channel so much. We got Kid Get Money saying SP3 and Sat wanted to say thank you for your NXT reviews. Well, thank you for that, and I will let Sat know you thanked him for his efforts in reviewing that goddamn show on Tuesday.
Yeah, we just throwing away money. We appreciate it, brother. Let's have Jeff
appreciate
Hardy as a customer. Go ahead.
And also another comment I wanted to feature here. Thank you, Santo. Appreciate you joining us over here in the chat. Who says, reminding to the bringing and behind, I just want to say what's up, SP3, who is the busiest podcaster I know. I'm a huge fan. Thank you. I appreciate you, good brother. And CM with the final count of 10 for Jimmy. No, 11. 11.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it? Maybe next time he'll kill somebody and you all agree with me.
The words and opinions of Jimmy Macram do not necessarily reflect those.
I knew that one was coming. But Jimmy, let the people know where they can find you on social media, your YouTube channel, your comic book, all the great things you do, sir.
At Jimmy Macram on Twitter, on Instagram, on YouTube, where we review TV and movies. Also, I have a comic book. I'm gonna keep it clean. Also, we have a comic book on JimmyMacram.com. Ascension, chapters 1 and 2 available now.
Yes, support Jimmy. We're over there. We're also reviewing, reacting and reviewing Moon Knight, and we're almost done, ladies and gentlemen. It only took us like 3 months. 3 months to watch 6 episodes.
I hope that 10's not for me to watch it because that's not happening, Captain.
And we got another super chat donation. Thank you, EBB. Appreciate you saying FTR are better than the Bucks. Great review, lads. You could be wrong, but we appreciate the super chat donation. And we also got Roxy, who says, here's hoping Jimmy watches Forbidden Door. I'm going to try my best to convince him to watch Forbidden Door. Moxley versus Tanahashi? Come on, you want to miss that?
You told me, you sent me all those Okada matches, right? With Tanahashi and Okada, and they were all great. But you told me then Tanahashi wasn't in his prime. This is 5-6 years later. I'm supposed to be excited about him wrestling a guy that's not as good.
I told you he's like Shawn Michaels in 2008. It's fair. It's fair. It's a fair assessment. Thank you so much, guys. EBB, Roxy, we definitely appreciate those super chat donations and hope to see you on our next live stream. You can follow me on the Twitter machine at True Heel SP3. Follow the gang, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at True Hill Heat. For $3 a month, you can support us even more. Patreon.com/True Hill Heat. The True Hill Heat Prediction Championship. Our reviews of New Japan Pro Wrestling are over there as well. And we're going to get more content over there on Patreon.com. patreon.com/True Hill Heat, and wear what the True Hill Heat gang wears, prowrestlingtees.com/True Hills. I do want to compliment Jimmy's great Martin shirt. I got another great TV show here with Stranger Things shirts, so we're rocking good TV shows all along here. So for Jimmy, it is me, your True Hill Phenom, SP3. We will see you. Hit the subscribe button. Plenty of great content tomorrow. The Slammiversary preview, Sunday Slammiversary watch along. My interview with Chris Sabin. Check that out right now if you haven't already. And this Saturday, True Hill Heat 180 with Steven Jensen, myself, and Romeo, breaking it all down, all the craziness from this past week. Romeo works overtime. Already got Kevin Dunn in there. Great work, Romeo. And check out Fightful Overbook for True Rewind 79. For Jimmy, it is me, your True Hill Phenom, SP3. We will see you next Thursday right here on AEWramble for AEWramble 47. Finally, we are signing off until next time.
Look at that picture. Christian's such a villain.